Hey, here we go. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So why the fuck am I jumping in your feed at 4:30 on a Wednesday? Well, I'll tell you all about it here in a second. If you are listening to this just on audio like Spotify and iTunes, hey man, jump over and rate the show while you're at it. But I am live, like I just said, on YouTube and Facebook. I would love for you to check those both out. YouTube, which is great. Love for you to like, subscribe, and share. If you like what you hear, like what I got going on here, please share it. I believe in fair trade. If you don't like what you have, don't fucking share it. That's cool with me too. But you're wondering what this is? Well, this is B Raw Bites. The name of the podcast is B Raw Podcast. And I do two types of podcasts. This one here, it's going to be about 10 minutes long, and it's whatever's in my heart and on my mind. And then on the opposite weeks, I do a full-length episode, which is right around 90 minutes, and it's the same kind of thing that you see and hear about every other podcast out there in the world. I have guests on, and it's a lot of fun. You know, we talk about a little bit shit about everything. There's really no limit. I want to hear stories, good, bad, ugly, sweet, doesn't matter. Like the last one, a couple good fellas from California got on here, and we're talking about their sobriety, which we all live with that, the three of us. So that was cool to hear their stories, and I shared mine as well. But they were this close to joining a cult. And when I say this close, I mean they were fucking close. It's an awesome story, and they do a great job explaining what happened. There's a lot of laughs. You want to check that out, and everything else you want to know about the show, braw.com, or I'm sorry, brawpodcast.com is my website. Everything you need to know is going to go on there. And I've been working on the merch. I got some fucking really cool merch coming up. And I'm going to talk about one of the shirts here in just 1 second. Kind of goes along with what is happening in the world. Well, in my mind. So, all right, we're going to get on to this show. B Raw Bites. What is it? Well, it's me, this microphone. Again, we're live. You all listening, no notes, and whatever is in my heart and on my mind. So take what you want, leave the rest. Appreciate you listening. So there's been, for a long time, as long as I can remember, I've had that. Well, actually, I thought about it a couple days, and I pinpointed when it really hit me about competition. Think what you want about competition. I'm going to share my point of view with it. Of course, I grew up with brothers and, friends and stuff like that. Everybody was friends, but every once in a while, fists were thrown, bodies were slung, things got broken, that type of thing. But we're all buddies, right? We've all heard those stories that you get your ass kicked and your friends right after, right? So we'll go along with that. And then I grow up and become a bouncer when I was younger. And this bar in Colorado where my very first bouncing gig, and it was straight up blue collar, just a fucking honky tonk blue collar. Guys from the railroad, the DOT, just all would come in at 4:30. About 4:30 in the afternoon, you got the Asshole Club on the end, the same 6 rednecks. Well, by 7:30, we're all out in the parking lot going skulls to knuckles because somebody said something about whatever they fucking wanted to bitch about. It could be sports, women, drinks, didn't matter. And here we are out there slinging everything you can imagine between fists and clubs and bar stools and everything else. Half an hour later, we're all at the bar. Everybody's bitching about their wounds that they just got and slapping everybody on the back saying, fuck, dude, that was a good one. Next round's on me. And that's kind of where I got initiated and where it really solidified with me that competition is healthy. I love competition. And a quick story, Saturday night, we were out hanging out, the clan and I, and my wife looks over at me and says, hey, baby, is there a game tonight? And I was like, come on, man. There's a game just about every night I can find. And kind of looked at her and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, well, there's a new season of this show that she loves to watch. And it warms my heart watching her like that. I said, yeah. She's like, I want to do that. And I said, I'll go play. Because we looked over at my son and he's literally asleep in his soup. He fucking head down, snoring away in his high chair. And we're like, well, he's out for the night. And she's like, I'll put him away. So I go to the game and I sit down with these guys and immediately we're having a good time. We're laughing, joking. It's super fun. And a guy makes a comment to me about, hey man, we're having a good time, but I want all your chips. And I go, whoa, dude. Well, don't get me wrong here. Absolutely. I agree. And he looks at me and I go, yeah, we're having a great conversation about your car and the TV shows that we've been watching, and we're laughing about plays and doing all that. But inside, I want to step on your fucking throat, steal all your chips, and send you away feeling bad about yourself. And he kind of looked at me. He's like, isn't that a little aggressive? And I was like, no, not at all. Isn't that what you think? And he's like, yeah, but maybe not that aggressive. And I go, oh yeah, dude, nope. When I'm in competition, I practiced martial arts for many, many years. And the theory was, when we're on the mat, I want to fucking destroy you. And then when we get off the mat, we're going to have a couple beers, slap each other on the back and say, God damn, dude, that was a good punch. I believe, honestly, in my heart, I believe that kind of competition and that kind of aggressiveness in competition is extremely healthy. Get that out of there. It's built into our DNA as people, especially men, that you need to get that aggressiveness out somewhere. And I teach my son, he's 20 months old, but I tell him every day, dude, kindness is a superpower. Empathy, have empathy for everybody. Don't know what somebody's going through. Kindness is great, but every once in a while, you got to let a motherfucker know. And I'm telling you, that's what it comes down to. And me, personally, take with it what you want, but next time you're, in business, right? So this podcast, technically, every podcast on earth is my competition, right? Doesn't matter. I am competing for what's in your ear. So technically I'm competing with radio, audiobooks, everything else, right? If you look right down to it, do I want to just fucking destroy everybody and crush them and put them out of business and make them go away with their tail between the legs? Absolutely. Do I wish them the best and I know that they're going to succeed? Absolutely. It's a fine line. I have a comfortable balance with that. So you can look at what you do for a living. If you're a garbage man or SEO person or you pump gas, it doesn't matter, man. You're in competition. And the cliche especially with the new year, you're in competition with yourself, which you are. I compete with myself just about every day in the gym. Yesterday I did this. Today I want to do this. That's competition. And I just think, oh man, I just love having that aggressiveness in competition. And then when I grab hold of my son or my wife, there's that, that kindness. I see a stranger, I'll shake your hand and hug you and bust your balls. And I'm the type of guy that if I don't pick on you, I don't like you. So if I don't talk shit to you, it's a pretty good indication that I don't think very highly of you. And most of the time I'm going to tell you anyway, because I think that also, I think just pure honesty is a good thing. I saw a quote a long time ago that said, me not being, if I'm not being honest to you about something, it's helping me. And if I'm being honest with you about something, it's helping you, right? I fucking butchered it, but you get the point. So, I love being around people. That's why I started this fucking show. I just love people, love hanging out, love having great conversation. I'll talk about everything and anything as long as you can reciprocate that. Been finding that out lately. I'll bring something up and People just want to holler and scream their opinion, and I'm like, oh, that's not conversation. But that's another subject I'll get into later. But on that, I'm going to get you out of here because I know you got shit to do. I did say something about merch, and I got some cool merch coming up, and one of them is practice violence in the gym and kindness everywhere else. All right. Don't forget, BeRawPodcast.com. Check out everything about the show. And then I didn't holler out about it in the beginning, but I want to give Live Rishi a shout out. These guys make high quality CBD product. I use them all the time. It's super easy for me to talk about. Keeps my old ass joints working and my muscles not hurting. How's that? Jump over to liverishi.com. Use the code word table50, 50% off your entire order. Would love for you to jump over, do that, support them who support us. And Helen from New Jersey, the home of, since we talked about poker, the home of Phil Ivey. I guess he's known as the Tiger Woods of poker. The dude is unbelievably talented. So, all right, man. Remember, don't act cool. Be cool. Till next time.